Welcome to the Hardest Question video blog. We're switching it up a little bit this week. I have esteemed Tony Jones here, and we're just going to talk about these texts. We're reflecting on the gospel text for this week, which is what? Matthew
5, 38-48 from the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah. And I wrote.
You kind of made me mad today, so I think I'm going to pluck your eye out.
Yeah. Yeah, is this the one where they're cutting off everything?
Yeah, but Jesus says, you've heard it, but
Yeah.
I'm saying don't do that.
Yeah, right. Love your enemy.
Don't sue somebody who sues you.
Yeah.
Give somebody your coat.
Yeah, that's good. But what I think is this also the one where he says that you should be perfect?
Yeah, be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Well,
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, so my question is, I love the Sermon on the Mount. There's so many amazing things. I really think that this document is the teachings on how to live life in a way that is in opposition to the values of the Roman Empire. That's how I read this.
Isn't it just a description of heaven?
Yeah, I hope not.
I mean,
Yeah.
the question, of course, the age-old theological question is the Sermon on the Mount prescriptive or is it descriptive?
Right.
Is it how we're supposed to live, or is
Right.
it like God's perfect eschatological future for us? And it's something to which we should aspire, but it's
Yeah.
not really possible.
Well, I mean, that's a great debate, and you can look at everybody, you can divide them along, you can guess their theological traditions by how they answer that question right there. And so, you know what? It's I think it is possible to be nice to people and treat them nicely.
Yeah.
I just don't always do it.
Look, you have to preach this text.
Right, right.
I can't imagine you preaching a be nice to others sermon.
Yeah, that would, yeah,
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, what's the hardest question when you have to sit down and preach this? It seems to me it's the hardest question that a preacher has to wrestle with is, how do you not preach a be nice to others sermon?
Well, we do Sermon on the Mount, I think, for 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time to
Yeah,
spend
it's a
on
long
Sermon on the Mount. Yeah, it's a very long sermon. Most Jesus ever talks.
Right.
Yeah, 3 chapters. But, so I preach this, just addressing the Sermon on the Mount, and ask this question: is it practicable or is it not practicable? And, I open with a lot of jokes, because if you have a really hard task, just make fun of it. That's kind of the way I do it. But then I came down to, is this practicable or is it not practicable? And in the end, I said, well, I choose both.
Good answer. So the hardest question is whether we can practice this.
Yeah.
And the answer is maybe.
Maybe.
Depends.
Right.
All right.
Why don't you give it a try?
I'll give it a try.
All right. This has been the hardest question. And let us know how you preach this text.